Growing up, the dream was always make money, gain fame, be able to stay at the most expensive hotels, take the best vacations, all these different things. That was my dream. I grew up in Oxford, Michigan, small town America. Everybody knows everybody. Really great place to grow up. My dad's worked for the Lions for 30 years, so my whole life. They've kind of become like a second family to me. It's always been a huge part of my life and still are. I have memories of, running around on the Silverdome turf when I was 8 years old with guys like Barry Sanders, and just memories of being in the locker room with my dad before, after games, all that kind of stuff. Really, really special. Sports has always been such a huge part of my life. High school football, Friday night lights, that's like what you envision, and I really got to live that out, and it was an amazing experience. I'd say I came from the popular group for sure. That was kind of the group that I was in, and people looked up to us, and I liked that. I don't know why, but I did. I just liked being popular. Me and my buddies, we all played sports, we all went to parties, girls, the whole deal. You name it, we were probably doing it. And yeah, there were a lot of nights, the next morning where I didn't wake up alone. I really thought it was normal. I thought, this is what my friends are doing. This is what I'm supposed to do. This is what high school kids do. In my mind, as long as I was in church every single Sunday, it didn't matter what floor I got up off of, whose couch, or sometimes even whose lawn I got up off of early Sunday morning. As long as I made my way to the church, then I was fine. And I thought, this is the way to go, because I'm still viewed as a Christian. Went to college, and more of the same. The parties, playing football, popularity, the whole deal. I thought, man, this is it. This is even better than high school. It's high school, but bigger and better. My dream was to be a long snapper in the NFL and make a lot of money and live that life, that lavish NFL lifestyle. My dad, he kind of got me working with the Lions special teams coach at the time, just working on long snapping. And he's telling me that you can make this a career, you're good enough, you keep working at it. And that really just kind of hit home. I'm like, wow, maybe this is it. Maybe I just keep working at this, make $1 million a year, play 8 to 10 snaps a game, and that would be the life. It really looked like a pretty real possibility that this was going to happen. It felt good. It felt good. During that time, I actually got this weird feeling in my chest, almost like a flutter. I wasn't sure what it was. I went and saw my team trainer, sent me to the doctor, had a bunch of tests done, and came back that my heart wasn't quite pumping efficiently the way that they would like it to. 4 to 6 weeks, take some time off, take some medication, rehab, I'll be good to go. So one night I'm laying in bed, I'm ready to fall asleep, and all of a sudden I just can't breathe. I just couldn't breathe. I was gasping for air, and this lasted for about 30 seconds, and I kind of started to fade a little bit. I thought I was having a heart attack. I thought I was dying. Spent all night in the hospital. Saw the doctor the next morning. He came in and said that it was actually a lot worse than we initially thought. And there was a pretty high likelihood that I was going to need a heart transplant, or I wouldn't live. At the time I was 20. I was 20 years old. What I thought was very, very healthy guy. I go from, the college football field one week to the next week laying in a hospital bed saying you need a new heart. It didn't even register at first. I was like, no way. I'm not 80 years old. I'm 20. It seemed like a nightmare. My identity was stripped. It was gone. No more football, no more alcohol, no more parties, no more going out and meeting girls and just living this fast life. It was all gone. It was all gone in an instant. And just all these thoughts of, what am I gonna do next? What is my life gonna look like from here? Just started flooding into my mind. I thought if there was any God up there, he certainly didn't have my back. Immediately forced to move home from college. Complete lifestyle change, basically in bed all day. I was at high risk for cardiac arrest, so I'm wearing this vest with this big old battery pack that would literally shock me back to life if I ever passed out. And that was my world for the next several months. That was it. My family would go to church every Sunday during this time. I wouldn't go. I would lay at home by myself. And I said, why would I want to go to a place that worships God? Why would I want to do that? Look where he's left me. Why would I want to go and give thanks to him and give money to him and why would I want to do that? I felt completely abandoned, and God wasn't even a thought. Any thought I did have of God wasn't good. I really was just to a point where I said, you know what, I'm probably gonna die in a year or two anyway. So why wait? Why have to go through all this stuff? You know, just don't wake up. You know, I never really wanted to take my life, but I was okay with not waking up. I knew, there was so much missing. I didn't know what it was, so I thought maybe it was God. I was asked by somebody to check out a Wednesday night service, and I was like, okay, you know what, God, if you're real, and if you know, you claim to, you know, be this almighty saving God, you know, then I figure, hey, I'll give you a shot. I'll give you one more shot. I didn't really believe that something was going to happen through this, but I definitely was, I guess, in a way hoping for it, and definitely open to it. I wasn't engaged in the service. I wasn't into it. And I stood up because everyone stands up. That's what you do. I stood up. I didn't sing. And all of a sudden, I just got this like unbelievable urge just to sit down on my seat and pray. Nothing I'd ever felt before. Almost like I was being like pushed down, sit down and pray. Like I couldn't stand up. So that's what I did. I sat down and I just bowed my head and I just started to pray and felt this like overwhelming just like presence, almost like somebody was on top of me, wrapping their arms around me, and I'd never experienced it before. I didn't know what it was. I was overwhelmed, and then I just started to cry, and I didn't know why. I didn't know what it meant. I said, okay, God, this is clearly you. You've shown up in my life. I understand you've been here the whole time, but now I know you've always wanted me, but now I want you. And he just became so real that there was no other way to go. If it was another year or if it was another 60 years, I was going to live my life for him, and I made that decision in that instance.
Dude! Okay. It's a good start.
I didn't see that coming.
It's 180 degrees different now. I'm a different person, totally different person. My outlook on people, on life, on things, on what's important, total transformation. I don't know what the future holds. I just kind of live day by day, and whatever God has for me next week could be different than what he has for me next year. The NFL dream was kind of taken away. I'm no longer able to play, but now I'm the head JV football coach at Oxford High School. I help out with the freshman basketball team, which I love. I love that, and I really feel such a responsibility to all the young men that I pour into to just be there for them and be an older brother and really pour into their lives. And on Sunday nights, I lead a group of 7 or 8 high school kids, and it's really incredible. We just talk about life and school and sports and whatever's on their minds. I say, let me have it, guys. How's the situation with that girl? I see what's ahead for them. I really feel that I'm in their lives to offer them something better, to offer them Jesus. My heart is, it's gotten stronger, and you know, as I continue to grow and work out and take the medication and really follow God, I pray that it, you know, continues to get stronger and grow, and the doctors expect me to lead a long, healthy life. Being that close to death puts everything into perspective and lets you know how precious every moment is. I was so close to the end, but looking back now, I see that it was really just the beginning.